Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 3. Negan will rattle Aaron, and also this is our Freestyle Friday edition. It is Friday. We've been waiting all week long to get here, and we also have a little taste of Play Dead Live as well. Got some really exciting additions that I want to share with you guys tonight. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to our Patreon army, also the PDL sponsors, and we got a brand new Patreon as well. I want to give a shout out to Lori Rink, brand new supporter of the 999 Gaming 99 Army. Thank you so much, Lori. If you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon, there is a link down below. You guys ready to get some Freestyle Friday going on? It has been a week. It was absolutely a great week until about hour and a half ago. So you know what? Let's just start out. Who's having a good day and who's having a crappy day? Who's having a great week? Who's having a bad week? Let's kind of jumble it all together and let's get to a good week. So we'll just leave all the drama. We'll leave everything. And I'm going to get into it because it is Freestyle Friday. And if you guys are new, we will start with a Walking Dead topic. And then we will gradually shift into other topics that are out there. You guys do me a favor. Hit the like button because, about an hour and a half ago, I lost my wallet. Yes. I never lose stuff ever. Never, ever, ever. This never happens to me. So while I'm preparing for, trying to concentrate to get everything done, I'm also like canceling stuff, like credit cards and everything else. And of course, it's got your ID and just, I won't even go through the money I lost. The money's secondary. It's just the hassle. But okay, you guys want to know what makes it worse? And I got kills coins. So it's going to turn into a story. You guys don't want me to bore you with the whole story, do you? It's just timing. It's just bad timing. No, see, Julia, it was in a parking lot. Like, all these things happened that just made it... I'm going to give myself like the first kills coin. So I relocated and I'm doing... It started early in the week. So I'm doing, yard work, cutting some stuff down. And my neighbor sees and says, hey, I got this guy that is really good with landscaping. So I call him. And then he comes out, gives an estimate and all this cool stuff. And I'm like, well, how much is it going to be? And he says, just $800. So I'm like, all right. And he says, can you give me cash? So I'm like, I normally don't pay cash, but yeah, I'm like, no problem. Whatever you want to do with the money, it's fine. So today, of course, I go to the bank and I figured I would take out a little extra cash to pay him. So I took out $1,000 and I had that in the wallet. So not only did I lose the wallet, but I lost, I lost the money I was going to pay the landscaper. Cash. So there you go. There's my story. So yeah, it got worse. But you know what? We're going to have some fun tonight. Let's get into a Walking Dead topic, and then we got a whole lot of kills coins that we're going to give away. And you know what? Let's start with is Rolex here? Did I see Rolex? If Rolex isn't here, that means Emmy and Kel's got to do some double duty here. All right. So, Emmy, cheer us up. Started out with the kills coin. Get us a good topic. What would you like to talk about? Kel, give her 10 seconds on the timer. Let's get this thing rocking. All right, 10 seconds. Maybe Rolex will pop in, hopefully. So we got the official timekeeper. If you guys remember, Emmy earned her kills coins during the week. There is the... Thank Darkstar. I appreciate that. But give me a topic. If you guys are going to super chat it tonight, no sympathy. Just give us something cool to talk about. Give us an awesome topic. But thank you so much, Darkstar. I appreciate that. But, I guess the landscaper he's going to get a check. It's like, dude, I ain't going back to the bank. Sorry. You Yeah, whatever. I mean, Emmy was driving. Uh-oh. There you go. Emmy says, Greg Nicotero, favorite movie when he was young. Where and what Easter egg did he put in the season premiere? Season premiere, Greg Nicotero, favorite movie when he was young. Oh, man. Now I got to go back and think about it. But you know what, Emmy? Somebody in here, there it is, Jaws. Oh, I do remember that because he said that when they dumped out the pail, there were some shark's teeth mixed in that. Now, yeah, good job. That's a good one. So you know what, Emmy? Because that's such a good trivia question, let me kind of give a two-part to your Kills coin. I want to know what was everybody's favorite movie when you were young. This will be a follow-up. What was your favorite movie when you were young? Dark Star. I got to follow up to her super chat. So, Dark Star, what do you mean Halloween story? Like your favorite? Are there Halloween stories? I know there's Christmas stories. Or maybe Halloween movie. All right, so we'll go three-part. Dark Star here. I'll help out with it. What's your favorite Halloween movie? So we got Black Beauty. So we got like two things working here. I got everybody confused. Like, wait a minute, Kills. My favorite movie. Yeah, I want both. I want your favorite movie when you were a child and also your favorite Halloween horror movie. Because we are right around the corner. One more week. Zombieland. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, very good. Sherilyn. Hocus Pocus. Original Halloween. Exorcist. Oh, no. Not the original Exorcist, like unedited. Whew. Wicked, wicked, wicked. I do have to say, I like the first Scream. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first Scream, both of those I really liked. All right, so let's get into, we got several more Kills coins we're going to give away tonight. And then I'm pretty excited about Play Dead Live tonight. So hopefully you guys are as well. We'll see who all we got here. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to add a couple new wrinkles to it tonight. But we got Emmy's Kills coin taken care of. We got Army of Darkness, another one. So we're going to reel back in a little bit to The Walking Dead, episode 3, Aaron and Negan. Okay. This is it's a match made in hell. So you've got Negan, who is pushing buttons, and you got Aaron, who looks as if he's had his buttons pushed a little bit too often. And I love the transition. We went from happy Aaron to really, Aaron has looked angry. Angry Aaron. Aaron is absolutely going to have a character shift to where we start to view him a totally different way. Peanut butter and jelly. Now, what's going to be really cool about this relationship is if they tolerate each other. If they can tolerate each other to a degree where Aaron starts out as super angry and Negan pushes the buttons and then Aaron can kind of tone it down a little bit where he's not so perturbed by everything, I think you're going to have like some honeymooners or something. You're going or some, Fred and Barney type of thing. Or it could be kind of like a poor man's Eugene and Abraham. You got Negan kind of in that Abraham role, And you got Aaron, not quite as technical, but a certainly a different dynamic. You know what? Darkstar, we're not going to give you the lame-o-meter. I actually like that. Incredible Hulk. You won't like me when I'm angry. So I know we talked about bold predictions last night. I know many of you are going to watch AMC premiere tonight. I'm going to watch it super late or very early in the morning. We will have a spoiler stream at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So at 11 o'clock, we're going to talk about the show. So if you don't watch, you don't want to know what happens, don't tune in for 11 o'clock tomorrow. But if you watch it tonight or tomorrow morning and you're really, really excited about it, then certainly you want to hang out with us. But I am going to go on record of saying this episode number 3 is going to be one of the best. There's so many different little subplots. The nature of Alpha, the splitting up of the group, the Aaron Negan dynamic. Is Father G in trouble? You know, who's left behind? Where's Judith? Where's Lydia? The horror and the panic and paranoia of Carol, you know, wanting revenge, but also dealing with the ghosts of Henry. I mean, it's called Ghost. So Sadiq, you know what Sadiq's state of mind? It is going to be, I hope I'm not overhyping it, but I just have to say, I think it's going to be one of the best in the entire franchise. Carol popping pills, no doubt. Trying to keep her sanity. Oh, it absolutely looks amazing. So with that being said, let's see who we got in the house, because we got a lot of people here. So I'm going to ask you guys once again, do me a favor. Everybody here, you know, 100 and so people, everybody hit the like button. Come on, everybody. If you guys are excited about The Walking Dead, you're relaxed, it's Freestyle Friday. I've had probably one of the worst weeks of all. So if I can be hyped up, you guys can be hyped up. Let's get this thing going. So we got, I just saw somebody, Gina Crockett. You earned a Kills coin during the week because one of your ideas on Patreon may show up in tonight's episode. So Gina Crockett, you got 10 seconds. So Emmy, Kel, can you give me a 10-second timer? And by the way, Patreons, I used several of your ideas for tonight's PDL. Some really, really good ideas. But don't say what they are just yet, because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise to the PDL group. So let's see. All right. Gina Crockett, when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better? Me, I like to get in the car and turn up the music and just forget about everything. Well, Gina, I think I lost my wallet getting into my car. So no. Don't remind me. I do love music, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I only put my wallet like halfway in, and then I was getting in, and I think it just, yeah. But I do love music. I do have to say, I love hanging out with my kittens. No matter, and I had this vibe with Morris, who, I'm going to be honest with you guys. No matter how crappy of a day I had, when Morris was living, I could come home and just forget about everything. Just because I knew nothing, it didn't matter to him, that all he cared about was my interaction with him. And with the 3Gs, they're not as individually dependent on me. They like what they like because, you know, they're two boys and a girl, and they're all from the same litter. But you know, when they want attention, they do their thing. Morris was 24/7. Didn't matter what I did. He was on my lap. He was my shadow. No matter where I went, he was there. With the 3Gs, I get a little bit of that feeling, but it's more, you know, I look at these guys like watching them grow up. And I almost have to do it in pictures. Like I posted a picture on Patreon today, and people are like, wow, Grayson's really growing up. But, you know, he's just a little baby not that long ago. They do. They always chase Gabby. Poor girl. Like, she was a little chunky, though, when she was a kitten. But, yeah, they run around so much. They chase her so much. She's very slender and healthy now. No, Ellis, I wasn't pickpocketed. That I can tell you. Yeah, you know what? It's Freestyle Friday. We're going to talk about it. We're going to change the subject up, so it's all good, man. Like I retraced all my steps. Whoa! Gouche in the house. What's up, Gouche? Hey, thanks for being here on a Friday night, my man. You know what, Gouche? I'm gonna hold that super chat and drop another kills coin because I want to get some of your thoughts in this stream tonight too. Stop it. All right, who do we got here? Did I see Kel, get this thing going. Emmy, give me a timer for Kel. I know Kel's going to turn it around, make some magic happen, and brighten everybody's day. So you got the mic, and I know you had your topic prepared. A movie you watch that always makes you cry. You know what? That is a great, great question. And I don't think that's ever been asked. Steel Magnolias? And was hoping Kel would do something positive and smiling and sunny, but yeah, of course she asked what movie makes me cry. Man, you know what? I'm gonna have to read some of your comments because I don't know. I don't know. There's a movie that I just remember. It's like, oh, I'm in tears. Oh, come on, Dark Star. Dark Star just took the knife and just all about the Benjamins, huh? I can see this group tonight is going to be a very, very tough group. Green Mile. You know, Melissa, I think Green Mile, I don't remember if I cried, but I know there were some touching scenes in it. Lil Chi says, who didn't cry when Old Yeller died? Well, I'm sure it's happened. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just like anti emotion. I mean, I tell you, now it's not a movie, and I'll just open up to you guys. When Morris died, I cried like a baby. I mean, I'm on my knees crying like a baby. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm kind of emotionless. But when it comes to movies, I think I table it fairly well. And for example, how many people have been here since I did gaming videos? Walking Dead, Road to Survival, Telltale Walking Dead. I want to see who's been here like super, super long. So, Derek, did you see the video that I did with when Clementine and Lee died? That's really, really digging down. I'm kind of curious, or Samantha as well. So it's a moving scene, and the gaming community, yeah, they lit me up because I didn't cry. I didn't even sound sad. I was playing the game, and there's kind of this music, and Lee's there, and he's going to die. He's handcuffed himself, and Clementine has to leave him, and I'm trying to be, at least a little bit emotional, choked up to a degree, and it didn't kind of hit me. So, people are like, Kills, hey, you could have at least shown a little bit of emotion. Yeah. I think it was too much into the game. I was like really, really into it. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Singer Chick, you got 10 seconds. Emmy Kells? Oh, no, hold on. Oh, double. All right, D-Train, you got 10 seconds. And Crystal Singer Chick, you got 10 seconds as well because you had one of the Patreon ideas that I used as well. Do not say what it is. So we're going to do double freestyles. Double freestyles. All right. First and foremost, Singer Chick on the mic says, did you ever perform in a talent show when you were a kid in school? And if you did, what did you do? Great question. That actually might be one of the best questions I've ever seen asked in Freestyle Friday. So excellent job to you. D-Train, you're still on the clock. So let's get that one answered, and let's see what Donnie D-Train brings. Joey was too shy. Ollie was Michael Jackson. Come on, D-Train. Don't get buzzed out. Julia did a costume contest, Astroworld. Amy Ferrero, Freestyle Friday. I love it. Thank you so much, Amy. Appreciate that. D-Train, what is everyone most looking forward to this season? All right. So we got one question is, what did you do in a talent show? Will the Bill, you need to answer that question. I know it's not specifically, but your first talent show, Will the Bill, what were you? Hippo. Classmate did a Ghostbusters dance. Good one. Very good one. Get a few more in here. Dance to the song, Hey Mickey. Tracy saying We Are the World with a group of friends. Oh, come on, Will. He's saying June will survive, huh? Do I have the lyrics? Do I have the lyrics to the one that I wrote? I know I have them somewhere, right? It's in my phone, Will. And I know I was wrong, but I do like the lyrics. At first he was afraid and terrified. He thought June was going to die and he would have to hide. I saw him sitting in his car and listening to the song. Would he grow strong? Would those lyrics come along? I guess not. They never will. I'll never see those written words from Will the Bill. I should have wrote the words myself. I should have sent them off to you. It would be through. Because I've got better stuff to do. It's like, Will, I missed that. It's like, I'm sorry, that was a cappella for you guys. I got all these little, lyrical things just written around. I just wished I would have won, that's all. Now I got to go to Atlanta. I know there was a part in there about me not going to Atlanta, right? Yep. Oh, no, don't write it here. I've been waiting for a month, guess I can wait another year. I won't be on a plane or making another drive, June won't survive. Yeah, I didn't want to read that part. Yeah, that's the second part. I guess I will be on a plane or I will be making a drive. All I don't know, Will. Maybe I'll drive. Maybe I'll drive and just enjoy the Carolinas. Good questions, everybody. Very good. Appreciate you guys getting involved in that. Where's Deborah Cox? Deborah, are you in the house? It is a pretty drive. I'm just going to need, to map out all them charging stations on the way. Deborah Cox, you got 10 seconds. Come on, Deborah. Where you at? I know Deborah's here because I saw her giving the thumbs up. She's got to be here. Where you at, Deborah? 10-second counter. Crazy Meg, what is up, Crazy? Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Crazy Meg says, hey guys, new to the live chat. Can we give a shout out to Meg? All right, maybe Deborah's not here. All right, if Deborah's not here, I used her Patreon idea as well. Man, I'm really excited to do Play Dead Live tonight. I got to tell you. All right. Anybody got a really, really good topic you want to change it up? So, Meg, here's the deal. This is Freestyle Friday. We do Walking Dead chat all week long, but on Fridays, we start with the Walking Dead topics, kind of like our central theme, and then we just mix it up. We do a whole lot of freestyle topics. So, could be trivia, could be colors, could be sports, could be whatever people want to talk about. Very casual stream, but we'll always kind of like a rubber band, we'll always just kind of snap back to the Walking Dead. And sometimes people super chat and all these things. So, oh boy. And there you go. So, see, that's what happens sometimes when you're new. So, Will the Bill, Crazy Meg, just gave you a kills coin. Because he did it, you can't give it away. So, you have 10 seconds to come up with something you want to ask the group or something you want to know. So, Kel, Emmy, give me a 10-second timer. Let's see how Crazy Meg does live being put on the spot. And the beauty of it is, sometimes you get called on and you have no idea. And yes, there is also a lame-o-meter. If the question's really bad, Emmy will say that's, if it's like, hey, what's everybody's favorite number? Yeah, you might kind of get buzzed out on that. All right. Kel certainly is not Rolex. I'm gonna need a new Rolex for tonight. I'm gonna need a new volunteer. There we go. There we go, Kel. All right. And then we've got, Meg's already got the question typed. What do you guys think Negan is going to be up to in the season? Hold on. Oh, we're scrolling now. What do you guys think Negan is going to be up to in the season if you think that the comic book would come into play here for what happens in the Whispers? So, it's a good question. So, Meg wants to know, how closely do you guys think the Negan comic arc is going to come into play? Think he's going to get Lucille? He's going to break the bat on Beta? You think Negan is going to get the alpha kill? What do you guys think? And if you had to pick one thing that's going to play out similar to the comic, what do you think it's going to be? Everybody pick one storyline. Amy says fighting with survivors, killing the Whispers with Lucille. Joseph says break Lucille. Jen, kill Beta or Alpha. I agree with you, Jen. One or the other. Joey says Alpha dies by Negan. Samantha, I think Negan will kill Beta. Negan meets Beta, Rebecca Mendez. Ollie, I think Carol gets alpha and breaks Lucille. I like that. I do like that. Judy Perry, Negan kills alpha. Little Chicago thinks Negan kills alpha as well. So a lot of people do think Negan gets the alpha kill. I feel like that too, but I think I need to see a little bit more interaction between Negan and Carol, just so he kind of does it for Carol. All right, let's toss the kills coin over to Joseph Grindstaff. Joseph actually earned a kills coin during the week. Now, here's the deal to the new people that are watching for the first time. If you earn a kills coin during the week, you can also give it away. You can either use it to come up with a topic or give it away. So, Kel, give me a 10-second timer for Joseph. Joseph, you got a good topic, use it. If not, assign somebody else. If you assign it, they can't. We also got Roy. Roy is new to the chat. Roy, you got 10 seconds to come up with your topic, and you can't give it away. So we simultaneously, this is where it gets crazy on Friday night. We could have all kind of different questions and answers going on. And it's my job to sort of keep up with everybody. So Joseph, topic or give it away. Roy, you got to come up with something that you want to know about the group, you want to know about The Walking Dead, or just something randomly you want to bring up. You guys got 7 seconds. Do not buzz out, though. Come up with something. Roy got the big welcome. Will the Bill, that's a welcoming coin. Roy wants to know, will Aaron survive? So you guys answer the question you think, and try not to do it in a yes or no answer. If you do think he's going to die, give me how you think he's going to die. Joseph Grindstaff says, who do you think of the group will Gamma? Ooh, good question, good question. So one question is, will Aaron die? And then Joseph wants to know, who will Gamma kill first? You know what? I was thinking that myself. Rebecca Mendez thinks that Aaron is going to die. Gina thinks he's going to survive. I am not betting on that one because the last time I made a bet about somebody dying, it did not work out. Ollie thinks Gamma is going to kill Rosita. Yes, love it. Joey thinks, ooh, no. Joey, Michonne's not going to die. Too much. It would be the biggest waste of a character in The Walking Dead history. No way. They have to keep her for the movies. Matt thinks Gamma's killing Rosita. I think Gamma kills Rosita too. You're right. I don't know. But one, I think she's too strong of a character. And number two, there's already been hints by Gimple and Kang that they'll probably bring her over. It would be a big shocker. I don't disagree with that. All right, I got, where is Dead Shred? Dead Shred, you got 10 seconds. Come up with the topic. You earned a kills coin during the week. And also, once again, Dead Shred, because you earned it, if you don't have something in 10 seconds, you can pick on somebody else and give it to them where they can't transfer it to someone else. And Angel thinks Gamma kills Lydia first. All right, sorry. Dead Shred is driving. Let me pick someone else. Who has a good topic? Somebody volunteer. Want to shift it over to somebody? Got a couple more coins we want to get out there. All right. J-Law. All right. Oh, boy. I'm scared. All right, J-Law. 10-second timer. You probably don't even need 10 seconds. What is the crazy... All right. Keep it PG-13-ish for this question. Keep it clean. There's going to be a lot of Walking Dead fans that watch the playback. Just within reason. J-Law wants to know, what's the craziest, most fun thing you did on a dare? Leprechaun in the house. What's up, Leprechaun? Thank you so much for that super chat. Amy Ferrero did some streaking through the street at night. Ollie stole a cart and got arrested for it. Wow. Nice. Dark Star, my friend once dared me to ding door ditch a house and stand there and scream out loud. I did it and then ran away. I figured you would do some cow tipping. Wow. You guys are admitting like to misdemeanors and felonies? Come on now. This is YouTube. Do not post anything illegal here. Sherilyn jumped on a barely broke horse and took off and ended up in a briar patch. I was kind of a nerd. I don't think I did a whole lot of crazy dare stuff. I might have. You know what? I might have went into a horde city on World of Warcraft without my armor on. I don't know. I can't. I think I. Yep, not wild here. Drink microwave. Wait. Microwave tequila. What do I not know about microwave tequila? Is there some... Are you not supposed... I don't... I don't think it'd be good. So, I don't know a good way to ask this question. Because I certainly don't want... I don't want the stream and I don't want the conversation to seem sexist at all. But why is it like 90% of our streakers are women? Where are the men streakers out there? Any you guys run around flopping around through the streets? I don't know. It's just I always look up and it's like, hey, our women were skinny dipping and streaking and everything else. And none of the guys are ever running around. Like, yeah, Steph's naked pool hopping. All right, so Dark Star says because the boys dared us. So if all the women in this stream dared me to go running around the streets naked, I wouldn't do it, but it just doesn't seem as cool. And this is why I said I didn't really, it's like when the women talk, it's, hey, I got a good memory of streaking, but when guys talk about it, one, I don't know a lot of male streakers, and number two, there were, and I'm not going to go into great detail. There's college drinking games and college nude things that we all did. All right, I'm not going to go into all that because, yeah, this is like a free Freestyle Friday. Yeah, this is going to get crazy mode here in a minute. All right, moving on. Where is Angel Caloris in the house? Where's Angel? I said, I'm going to do it over and over again. Alexa, play Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 from start to finish for Will the Bill. Alexa, play Morgan's final scene from Fear the Walking Dead for Will the Bill. You know what? I'm going to sabotage your shit, Will. I'm going to have, if I'm going to drive all the way to Atlanta, I'm going to sabotage like all of his electronic devices. Like every stream, I'm going to start talking to all of his electronic things. That's funny. All right. Angel, there it is. Angel says, who would you like to see Negan in a relationship with? Aaron. I want to see Negan in a relationship with Aaron. And when people ask why, I just want him to say, prison changed me. I just want him to. Negan and Aaron. We'll call it Egan or Naren. I mean, I don't know. I don't know with that left arm of Aaron that I want him to be in a relationship with anybody. It is. I gotta stop. It's gonna be like that Brad Pitt movie. Yeah. I'm hurting. I'm hurting, Amy. Amy's comment is like capital ouch. Oh, man. I don't even remember. What was the movie? What was the movie with Brad Pitt where the head was in the box? Yeah. 7. Yeah, that was. Yeah, there was some rough stuff in that movie. 7. Aaron will star in 7, the sequel. 7 Part 2. Okay. And if you guys seen the movies, you can probably read between the lines. All right, let's jump around to somebody else. So, is Coma Drug here? Coma. Where's Coma? I love it. Will the Bill. Negan saying, I can't quit you. Oh, man. This is going to be one of those nights, everybody. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. I don't know that I saw Coma. All right. If Coma's not here, then because Fluff passed his coin to Coma Drug. Who else? Who's got a good topic? All right, Matt, let's see what you got. Matt Burkett says, here. All right, I got to see what you got, man. Bring it. Broke back bat. Or, you know what? It could be broke bat Negan. Because he's going to break. Yeah. Go, Matt. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. We're going to sip a Bacardi like it's your birthday. Because we don't know it's your birthday. Matt the Bat. Ooh, I like that. Matt the Bat. You got a new nickname. Look at Darkstar giving out the nicknames. Who is going to be the biggest death this season? Well, if you listen to Joey the Gator, he's going to say it's going to be Michonne. I think it's going to be a tie. Because I think, well, Alpha. I think it's going to be a tie between Zeke, Rosita, and Alpha. The trifecta. But I don't think Alpha dies until the finale. No, Alpha's going to die in, wait for it, 15. Alpha's going to die in 15. And then the next story is going to take over in 16. Really? Is a Michonne death picking up steam? I mean, there's really people that are getting on that Michonne death wagon. Yeah, Gina, I think, well, let me say this. I don't want Alpha to die. Like, I understand why the viewers want her to die. I want her to get away. I want her to, like, disappear and always be out there. I like the fear and I like the paranoia. Wait a minute. So, Emmy does not think that Michonne will die. Kel definitely thinks she'll die. Wait, could we have, since we had a Kills versus Will the Bill, could we have a Emmy versus Kells side bet? Would you guys like to see like a wager? Like I could come up with like a really good wager. Like for example, like a karaoke video on our Facebook fan page. If Kel loses, Emmy would have to pick the song that Kel sings on Facebook. And if Emmy loses, then something like that. What would you guys think about that? The gloves come off, a little trash talk between the mods. And I mean, we could pick all these crazy songs. We could have a vote on it and just pick like the top songs we'd like to see Emmy sing. And I'm not going to lie. Can we add some helium to it? Like, whoever does the karaoke song, can you have like a helium balloon and we get Emmy live? If Emmy loses, we get her like, taking a little hit of helium and then singing, let's hear it for the boy or something like that. And then vice versa. So a Kel versus Emmy bet. Oh, Emmy's like, I'm game. Emmy's throwing it down right now. Kel, are you in? Because if so, we will call it, can I get a drum roll? Give me a drum roll. The Chipmunk Challenge. All right, we even named it. So the Chipmunk Challenge is if Michonne dies, Emmy has to sing a song of our choosing. We'll put a poll up there, chipmunk style. And if Michonne dies, and if Michonne lives, then Kel has to do it. Oh, it's on. They super chatted it in blood. This is like a blood bond. All right. Kel, add it to the ledger, please. It is going to be officially the Chipmunk Challenge. So all season long, we are going to be on pins and needles, watching to see, just like last year when it was June, if Michonne leaves with Virgil on the boat, she's home free, and she lives, Emmy wins. If Michonne dies, Gamma, Alpha, Beta, anything, then Kelt wins. I love it. All right. See, this is what we do on Freestyle Friday. Oh, she just spit shook it. I'm down for this, man. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot of fun. All right, we got some activity. All right, I have not seen. There's a couple other people that did not make the stream. Najee wins like kills coins every week, but a lot of times he's traveling on the weekend. Oh boy, Deborah Cox is late. Deborah, I'm not going to say what your coin was, but I'm going to call on you in a second. Will the Bill, Walking Dead nerd, posted something interesting. 10 spikes last season. New intro shows 10 with 2 heads. Without 2 more heads added this season. Any thoughts on victims, if any? Absolutely. Will, thank you for that super chat. I do want to say, last night, Will had some family things he was dealing with. We did discuss that last night, Will, so I just want to be fair and let you know. So the 2 that we thought, and now it could be 3, is a lot of the group thought it would be Ezekiel and Rosita. But are you guys now thinking that Ezekiel, Rosita, and Michonne? Oh, Gage is gone. Absolutely right. You guys don't forget, Gage is going to die, and he's going to be up there with his friends. Brandon Schneider, no, she will live on after smashing heads. Brandon says she's living. I'm going to go back to my super bold prediction. Michonne gets a hint of something going on. She leaves with Virgil. Virgil's reason of showing up, and Virgil having the boat, and Virgil being kind of that pirate, Michonne leaves with Virgil. Trust me on this. I got that gut instinct. Kel is going to be singing our song, Chipmunk Challenge. But I do think she's going to be forced to exit in a hurry. And Judith is going to take a stand, and Judith is not going to leave. But let me get back to Will the Bill Super Chat, because many of you weren't here last night. So if you weren't part of the stream last night, once again, Walking Dead Nerd post the intro. And last season there were 10 pikes. She counted 12. And we put big speculation up there, Ezekiel and Rosita. But Gage, in this week's episode, you got one person saying, the highwaymen want justice. And then Gage, I don't even remember what Gage says. He's like a teen Harry Connick Jr. But he said something along the lines of, let's put their heads on pikes. Something like that. I think Gage is going to be this season's Henry, and he's going to go in there, balls a-blazing, trying to set the world on fire. And I think Alpha is going to put a specially marked area just to put Gage beside his friends. What do you guys think? Gage gets the pike. He's not permanent. He's not long-term. He's not going to be there. Gage has no long-term future on the show. And you know what? He might be one of the ones they show Michonne killing. It's not going to move the audience, but it will certainly complete that whole reckless group. We got a small circle there. We might, you know what I think happens? Let's see. I think every time we nail a spoiler, I think it buffers. I'm just saying. I think there's some monitoring going on. It's back, everybody. Just F5 it. If you ever get a buffer, just hit the F5 button. You can do that quicker than typing buffering. It's one key. All right, so because we gave away a couple of the coins, Deborah Cox, can we get a 10-second timer for Deborah Cox? So once again, Deborah posted something on Patreon, an idea that I'm going to use. I don't want to say what the idea is just yet. And Deborah, don't spill the beans. But give us a topic. Ben. So Ben says, can at least give Gage a chance. All we need is character development. Ben, I gave him a chance before he took a whiz on top of the walkers. That was his first chance. The second time I gave him a chance was when he was starting a bunch of crap between Lydia and Henry. That was just unnecessary. So in my mind, his character already had his chance, and he's gone. All right, so we got Deborah Cox. What was the song Alpha was humming when Beta says stop? Was something Patsy Cline. I have to be honest. I know who Patsy Cline was. I don't know any Patsy Cline songs. I feel like I have a pretty extensive knowledge of music. Walking After Midnight. There you go. Not the After Midnight. Not the Eric Clapton After Midnight. Okay. There we go. Good answer. All right. Thank you for that. And did I see Roxanne? Is Roxanne in the house? Some pretty tragic stuff that went. Roxanne the quicksand is don't know if I saw her. Brandon, what if Alpha kills all of Oceanside mid-finale? You know, that'd be rough because, Brandon, if that happened, then you'd have Simon and Alpha combined killed off an entire colony of people. It would be a lot. I don't think Alpha could personally kill that many people. But could she steamroll them? Yeah, she could. I think there's a bigger chance that a lot of people in Alexandria get bulldozed. Because we know this week Alexandria is going to be under attack. I think Oceanside is somewhat safe. Alexandria is what I would worry about. And especially with most of the big stars are going to be out of the city, watch out over the next couple weeks. I think Alexandria is going to be a big, big problem. All right, I have not seen Drama King. So who's got a good topic? And if you got a good topic, I want to know. I want some volunteers. Let's get a couple more people in this in the mix here. And then I got a few things I want to go over. All right, Gina Crockett, what do you got, Gina? Give me your best. Give me your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Do it, Gina. What you got? What is the most courageous thing you've ever done? I pulled someone from a car accident and the car caught fire. Wow, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that. But I'm going to try. So a lot of people pulled people out of cars. I mean, that is certainly courageous. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, if I saw that, though, I would definitely do it. J-Law, volunteer EMT, 12 years. I mean, you know, once again, my life has been fairly uneventful. And I guess, you know, courageous could come in a lot of different fashions. Will's like, let a doctor poke me with a needle. Now, I can one-up Will the Bill. I certainly can do that. I once put Texas Pete on a jalapeno pepper. I mean, I know. I know it's not out there, Will, but that's big for me. I don't like hot stuff. You know, I think some of what you guys are doing goes beyond courageous. And actually, I would put that in different. I would put it in heroic. I think there's some real heroic things that are out there, and I love to see you guys absolutely do it. Matt wants to know, Kills, what is your hands down favorite horror movie that you can watch over and over? Matt, I get bored relatively easy. I don't think I can watch a horror movie over and over. Even like, you know, this time of year when they start playing horror movies, if I've already seen it, I don't go back and watch a lot of them. And, you know, around Christmas when it's Rudolph and Frosty and all those, I mean, I know the story. So, like, I'll watch The Walking Dead a couple times to see if there's something that I missed. But at this point, I'm not entertained by a movie I've seen that many times. It's different with music. Like, if you ask me what song I could listen to over and like, I could literally listen to a song like 10 times in a row. And I think it helps me focus. I mean, I liked Friday the 13th. I'm sorry, Matt. Maybe that wasn't the answer you're looking for, but it's kind of just me. But even after like twice, I probably wouldn't watch The Walking Dead like 10 times. Like even the first one. Many of you have probably watched the first Walking Dead. How many people here have watched the very first Walking Dead 10 or more times? I think I've seen it twice. Oh, wow. Okay. Just calculating rough man hours, Jonathan Jordan, 15 times. Let's just say, wow, a lot of people more than 10 times. Let's just say out of the blue, twice is enough. So, Jonathan, that is 13 hours. You could have painted a house. You could have cut your neighbor's grass. Wow, that's a lot of free time. You could have been like level 70 on World of Warcraft. A lot of options. Yeah, I'm just giving a few of you guys a hard time. I understand replay value and entertainment value. Just after the first couple times, I'm good. Will the Bill says, Sherilyn Tuck, I like your question. Kills coin. I must have missed her question. But, so Sherilyn, either re-ask your question or come up with an even better one. How about that? Because there was a lot of stuff streaming. So give me a 10-second timer for Sherilyn Tuck. Yeah, Hippo. I don't even think I saw the last Saw, but you get it. But I think I saw the other ones one time. Will Lydia live or die? So, Sherilyn, I think if I did a pulse survey with the Army, I think it's probably going to be about 60-40 based on some of the responses I got the other day that she dies. And, I was pretty bold. I threw down the gauntlet and said, I don't think, and it might have been Heart of Nixie. I'm not sure. It was either Heart of Nixie or Willani last night that said, no, I think she could be around. They could develop her character. She could be Daryl's daughter-ish. I don't remember who said it, but I remember the comment. I don't think she'll be around for a long period of time. And I really feel like I think Gamma's going to kill her. How would this go? Check this out. Ooh. All right. Master storyteller. If you guys want, it just came to me in a vision. If you guys want my super, super bold Lydia prediction, give this video a thumbs up or let me know. Kills. This is 5-star. This is like 5-star. Just came to me. Is exactly the way it's going to go down. Okay. Because, we were talking about 7 earlier, right? I think Gamma finds out that Lydia is alive and that Alpha lied to the group. So Gamma secretly kills Lydia and keeps her head. And when no one else is around, Gamma approaches Alpha and shows her the head to get her to break down. Like, you lied to all of us. It's all been a lie. You're lying. And she shows her Lydia's head. And Alpha starts freaking. Then Beta sees the impact that death had on Alpha and can't let the other Whisperers know. And Beta comes up and kills Gamma to save Alpha. That way Alpha does not have to kill her own daughter. The secret dies with Gamma. And Beta gets to exact his revenge on Gamma. What do you guys think? Whew, that felt good. That felt like real. Like it was really, I'm playing it out in my head like it's really, really happening. That's the way I want to write it. Call me up. Angela King. My number, 8675309. Call me, Angela. I will write a story that further exemplifies your greatness as a showrunner. Jen Law's giving me a kills coin for that. So we're going to use that in a little bit. Wow, time is flying in Freestyle Friday. But we got this little thing we got to do. It's PDL. You guys ready to do a little bit of PDL? Because we got something a little bit different for tonight. We got to set the mood, first of all. I mean, the mood with Aaron up there. If you guys are ready for a little PDL, then just type PDL in chat. Just let people watching know what we're getting ready to do. But we got the Reaper. All right, the Reaper says, I've got a subject for you. Has anyone watched The Prodigal Son? And what did you think? I absolutely love it. Reaper, I have not. And it's not because I don't think it's good. And I would certainly watch it if I had a little bit more time. Amy Ferreira's watched it. She loves it. I mean, I've heard good stuff about it, but especially this time of year, and even to add with the time that I put into Walking Dead and then the streams and Freestyle Friday and then PDL, and I'm going to show you guys a few things tonight that's going to kind of, you're going to see the direction that PDL is going. But thank you for that super chat. Appreciate that. And we'll circle back around that too because maybe I'll check it out a couple times. We'll do a stream and talk about it. So there's going to be, I don't want to call this PDL Lite, but the online version is certainly going to be slightly different than the version you're going to get together and play if you're hanging out with some friends and you want to play live. Both are going to be fun. Both are going to have some unique wrinkles. And there's going to be some synergy between the two. All right, first and foremost, this is a very rough, typed up version of the stats. I'm going to show you. There's a few typos in it, so please don't kill me with the typos. We're not using all these stats tonight, but I just want you to see kind of how the direction of PDL is going to change. There's going to be some streams that are just crazy, ad-libbed, and totally fun. There's going to be some PDL that's going to be very focused on the gaming aspect. So once again, like I said, I caught a couple typos. I'm going to put this up on the screen just for a couple minutes to go through it with you guys so you can see exactly some of the direction. So one of the things that we're going to add tonight, because we've just been kind of going through the scenario, showing how people die, is we're going to have some base attributes. It's going to be a very simple game to play, and you'll see this tonight. So the different attributes, and this is not finalized, is strength. Your individual character, when you develop it in January, if you choose your primary attribute as strength, you're going to be more powerful. You're going to have a little bit more health. But you're also going to get +1 health per level. Now, everybody that starts tonight is going to have a health of 10, which means occasionally you'll be able to take a hit. But you're going to see why that's important and why when you go up against the wrong thing, it might not be a good idea to go up against the wrong thing. Intelligence. Intelligence is going to be -1 to be hit. You're smart, you're evasive, you have strategies, you have creativity. Then if you're in PvP like we're doing tonight and someone has a high hit, if you focus on intelligent, it's going to make you harder to hit. Agility. It's going to be your hit, your speed, your evasive tactics. +1 to hit, -1 to be hit. You can see agility. Big, especially if your character, if that's your major attribute. Faith. Faith is going to be your luck, your hit, and your evasion. -2 to be hit. You have strong faith, it's going to be harder to hit you. Now, you might not hit as hard, but you could live a little bit longer. Charm. You can see there's one of the typos. Distractio. No, that's not the Spanish version of distraction. Distraction, evasion, and leadership. -1 to be hit. And focus. Focus is going to be your concentration. Big multiplier there with focus. +2 to hit. Now, the different classes that we're going to have is going to be a warrior. A warrior is a Michonne. You go in there and you just rough stuff up. A sniper. Sniper is going to use range. You can see a warrior is going to be strength. A sniper is going to focus on focus. Martial arts, think Jesus. Agility is going to help that. Medic, intelligence. You can help heal people. Cleric, you're going to call in the divine. That's supposed to be intel, but it's engineers. And tanks are going to have strength. Tanks, like Matt would probably be a tank, right? If you guys played PDL where Matt likes to run in and do stuff, well, Matt, if you're a tank, you might be able to run in and do stuff and not die immediately. And in professions, tailor, blacksmith, gambler, cook, botany, mechanic, and the base health is 10 per level. So you can also see why it's important if you get experience. If you're a level 2, you're going to have 20 health. And if you're facing off against a level 1, they're going to have 10. You're going to have twice as much health as them. So, like I said, we're not going to use all of those statistics tonight, but as the game develops, I want you to be able to build your character and build it in a way that caters to your personality. And then when we roll the dice and we have the multipliers, Julia, you don't need to take notes for tonight because we're going to make it fun. When we go live in January, you're going to have the ability to download a character record sheet, name your character, pick your stats. You'll know your health. You'll know your level, all of those things. And, hey, if you want to be a warrior and you want to focus on a primary stat and a secondary stat, we're going to keep it simple. It's not going to be an 18 for strength. It's going to be, you're going to have a base strength. Don't memorize everything. The name of the game is to have a good time. So, first of all, what I need to do is in tonight's episode, we're going to have 8 people. Like can people get points for being a trader? Amy, you can get experience points from a vast array of things. If you're a trader and it actually creates a positive, yes, there would be experience for that. Don't hold me to every statistics up there. I know it's a permanent part of this video, but those will change as we get closer and closer. All right, so I'm going to need 8 people for tonight. So first of all, what I'd like to do, if you're a badass at PvP and you think that you can get to the top of this particular tower, I want to know who you are. And I want to know why you think that you can win tonight. So let me see who thinks Hippo says, let's go. What do you guys think? You guys think Hippo's a good candidate? Let's see what the crowd thinks, Hippo. All right, Hippo is in. All right, we need 7 more. Tonight is about PvP. Next week, we'll be back to scenarios. Will the Bill has been telling me he has some extensive weapons knowledge. What do you guys think? You guys think Will the Bill would be a good candidate for tonight? PvP is player versus player. All right. Will the Bill is in. Fireman Finney is in. What do you guys think? You guys think Amy Ferrero? You guys think Amy might have learned how to be ruthless after the event with Tommy Man Bun McCandless? Because it's going to take a ruthless nature to survive tonight. I think Amy is in. What about Tommy? Tommy's the one that pushed Amy to the Gators. Could we possibly have a rematch, a standoff between Tommy and Amy at some point? What if they meet on the same floor? A potential rematch? What do you guys think? Should we get Tommy in? Tommy the Rock? Okay. So we got Hippo, Will, Amy, and Tommy. I know some of the people have been aching. You know, Emmy, Magic Dust, Unicorns. We haven't seen Emmy go beast mode yet, have we? Anybody interested in seeing Emmy? Turn it up a notch? Emmy is in. Let's get Emmy in the game. Oh, wait a minute. Brandon Schneider. I like this. I love this confidence. Brandon Schneider says, I need in the battle blood on my hands. I love it. I love that. I love that confidence. Can we get a second opinion? What do you guys think for Brandon? Oh boy, this is rounding out nicely. We got some males volunteering this week. I would love to get 2 more females in the battle. Doesn't have to be. But I need 2 more. Roxanne wants to play. Sherilyn wants to play. All right. Everybody right now, give me some votes. There's 4 or 5 females that have volunteered. Tommy, I'm going to hold 2 mods out. And certainly I'd love to get Steph and Kel in next week. But I need to keep at least a couple mods to help me a little bit with the story flow. All right. Give me your best choice, everybody. Pick one. One good choice. Let me see. All right, let's get Deborah Cox in. All right, let's see if Deborah can be ruthless. Deborah, you got to bring it. Deborah Cox is in. Absolutely. And we're going to get Sherilyn. I'm going to get Sherilyn tuck in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got Hippo, Will, Amy, Tommy, Emmy, Brandon, Debbie, Deborah Cox, and Sherilyn Tuck. All right. So here's the deal tonight, guys. And it's going to go on. This is going to be about an hour, maybe less. Battle is going to go relatively quickly. People spectating, you can certainly give suggestions, advice, get involved. You can super chat. You can change the dynamic. If there's somebody really, really having a rough time, but it's going to be a little bit different. So in tonight, you can see the building in front of us. We are going to have seatings. So on the first floor are going to be our first two contestants. Everybody else is going to be assigned a floor. So for example, the first two people that will battle on floor number 1, one person will win and go up to the second floor where they will face someone different. So if you're on floor 7, because there'll be 2 on the first floor. If you are lucky enough to be on floor 7, you only have to win your last match and you win. Seems easy, right? But not so fast. The weapons get worse as you get seated higher. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. All right, here we go, everybody. So beside the building, we have 8 dumpsters. Hippo, pick a number. We're going to start with Hippo. Hippo, I need you to pick a number 1 to 8. Hippo picks 3. Hippo, you are on floor 5. Emmy, pick a number 1 to 8. Different. They have to be different every time. Emmy, 1 to 8. She's getting psyched up. She's reading her player's manual. Did we lose Emmy? I hope she didn't go put on her cosplay outfits. All right, Emmy picked 7. Emmy, your number is 2. Tommy, pick a number 1 to 8, cannot be 5 and cannot be 2. We're going to change it up on you. All right, man bun, what you got? I feel like this is going to have to go slightly faster tonight, or we're going to be here for quite a while. Man bun, pick a number. It's going to be picked for you. Tommy picked 7, and your number is 7. All right, Tommy. Amy, pick a number. Cannot be 2, 5, or 7. Amy picks 4. Your number is 3. Will the Bill, pick a number. Cannot be 2, 3, 5, or 7. Will picks 8, and your number is 1. Could be good and could be bad. Brandon, pick a number. Cannot be 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7. Brandon picks 6, and it is 6. Deborah, pick a number, and it can only be 4 or 8. Pick a number, 4 or 8. Deborah picks 8. And it is 8. And Sherilyn, your number is going to be 4. All right, everybody. So I've got Will 1, Emmy 2, Amy 3, Sherilyn 4, Hippo 5, Brandon 6, Tommy 7, and Deborah 8. That means Deborah will be on the 7th and final floor. I'm going to show you what happens next, everybody. So we're going to start out with number 1, Will the Bill. We are not using attributes tonight. We are only using weapons, skill, and health. Every character will start with 10 health. So, I got too excited, everybody. Let me read the intro while Will looks at his weapon. Terror Tower, everybody. So it's really come to this. Supplies have been limited. Not enough for another week. Yet there's still 8 of you. Not strangers, not friends, just people along the way. The path is led to the tower, and clues have promised something more if you can make it to the top. But there's only room for 1. 8 containers still sit along the curb. Choose wisely. The containers and your skill are all you have left. So, Will the Bill. Very important. You have a crossbow, and you have 4 crossbow bolts, crossbow arrows. Only 4. Got it, Will? We good? All right. Emmy. Emmy, you have a riot shield and a sharpened broomstick. A shield and a broomstick, sharpened to a point. Kind of like Morgan's sharpened stick. All right. Amy. Amy, you have a fire poker. And this was a suggestion from one of the patrons. All right, Sherilyn. Sherilyn opens by, Sherilyn, you have this beautiful limited edition Fear the 999 Army in a beautiful pink color that you can wear during your campaign. Come on, give me a kills coin. Master product placement, everybody. Come on. I do want to take a moment and mention this. When we go live, there are going to be hidden clues, and there's also going to be some containers that contain real-life merchandise that will be sent out to you while you play. So just a brand new wrinkle that we want to add. There will be different things throughout our scenarios, different parts. And if you're lucky enough to find it, it's actually going to turn into a real world item for you to use. We're also going to have some virtual items as well, but I wanted to throw that out there to the group. So Chairlin, in addition to this wonderful 999 Army shirt, you also have lighter fluid and a lighter. All right, moving on to Hippo. That would have been good for the flamethrower, right? That was another suggestion from our Patreons. Hippo. You have 5 throwing stars for the number 5. Now keep in mind, if Hippo was a martial artist and Hippo had agility, these would be even more potent than just the regular person. This is where your modifiers are going to come in. Hippo may be slinging these, but if he has a skill set that enhances that, he's going to become more deadly. So Hippo has 5 throwing stars. Everybody keep track of what it is that you have. I have a list as well. Oh boy. Brandon, the one that said he had blood on his hands, 2 hatchets. It's a good choice. 1, Brandon, you're higher up. Number 2, that's a strong weapon for being that high up. Tommy Man Bun. Man Bun McCandless, near the top, has 3 small bags of play sand. And on the top floor, we got Deborah Cox. And Deborah Cox, you have a bag of marbles. Okay. Everybody, who's ready to get this started? All right, one last recap. On floor number 1, we have Will and Emmy. Floor number 2 is Amy. Floor number 3 is Chairlin. Number 4 is Hippo. Number 5 is Brandon. Number 6 is Tommy. And number 7 is Deborah. The reason is because 2 people are on floor number 1 to get this thing squared off. All right. Ladies first. So, Emmy, I'm going to let you pick for initiative. 1 or 2. Emmy picks 2. The number was 2. Will the Bill, she gets initiative. So, Emmy is inside of the building on floor number 1. And it is a very, very open floor. Will is armed with a crossbow. So, Kel, give me a 10-second timer. As Will walks into the door, Will, I want to know how you're walking into the door. And Emmy, I want to know what your first course of action is. 10 seconds, Will and Emmy. And these will be turn-based. Will comes through the door, low and crossbow at the ready. Emmy ducks behind the shield. So her first course of action was not to attack at the door, but to take a defensive stance. Will, it's now your initiative. You are at the door where the bright spot is. Emmy is behind the shield, some 10 feet away from you, already in the door. Low and slow. Will, next course of action. I would say the shield is somewhere between her shins and her head. Ankles and feet exposed. Emmy has weapon in hand about 10 feet away from Will. Will passes, he waits. Emmy, your move, still 10 feet away. Weapon in hand. Five-second timer, Kel. Emmy slowly approaches. I'm going to give her 2 steps forward. Emmy is within 7 feet, Will. Door closed behind you. Will, 5 seconds. Some good advice out there. Come back through, shoots at ankle. So this is where his to hit would be huge. We'll pick a number 1 to 4. Four, solid hit right in the ankle at about 7-foot range. Now, good action with the crossbow bolt. However, a further distance would have hit a little bit harder. But Emmy, you just got stung right on the ankle. You're holding your shield with one hand. 6. You are down to 4. Emmy, you're still 7 foot away. It's now your turn. 4 health points left. Five-second timer, Kel. I mean, it is right through the ankle bone. Full charge. Emmy goes full beast mode. Pick a number 1 to 4, Emmy. You are successful. And Emmy is going for a crit. Will, 5 seconds. I need your defense. Emmy's coming full speed charge. Newfield saying, throw the bows, throw them bows. 2 seconds, Will. Steps to the left and tries to hit her in the back of the head with the crossbow. Good move. Pick a number, 1 to 4. 4. You are solid. Emmy manages to stab Will in the leg, taking 6 points of damage. Will counters with a 4-point shot, taking Emmy down to 0. 6-point shot on Emmy took her down to 4. He hit exactly with a 4-point shot, takes her down to 0. Will loses 6 in the process. He's completely reset. Will has eliminated Emmy on the very first floor. Fatality! Emmy is out. Very good defensive move. Will is moving on to the next floor. Will, you will be completely reset to 10. Amy is on floor number 2. Amy will get initiative. Will make his way up the stairs. Will, anything that you would like to do before you make your way up the stairs? 5-second counter, and then you got to move up to floor number 2. Will is charging up with his 3 crossbow arrows. All right, we're moving on to floor number 2. Floor number 2, Will, this is exactly what you see when you get near the top. Amy, you have initiative and a fire poker. And you're in the room. Amy, I need to know your first course of action. 5 seconds. Billy Buns did not take the riot shield, did not take the sharpened broom, and did leave one of his arrows in Emmy's ankle. And there is no going back to the previous floor. Amy runs toward the chair out of the room. Will the Bill. Amy and her fire poker are running out of the room toward the chair. Your move, 5 seconds. Amy's giving Will advice. Clear shooter in the back. All right. Amy is a moving target. Will, pick a number 1 to 4, please. 2 is the only number that you could have picked. Arrow goes past Amy. Amy was running toward the chair. So Amy was on the left side running toward the chair. The arrow went through the second door that you see on the right. Absolute miss. Amy, you see an arrow whiz by you, missed it. What is your course of action as you are now standing at the chair? 5 seconds, Amy. Amy's picking up the chair and blocking with the chair. All right, Will, your turn. Amy has a fire poker and a chair shield. And Will, you have 2 arrows. Will says, use the chair to sit because you're dead. Amy does have a chair. Now, keep in mind, the chair will cover you from head to about your waist, with a small opening in the middle where the back of the chair meets the sitting chair, right around your heart. So I would say your heart's exposed, and from the waist down, the chair is not covering you. Will is taking aim and shooting for the thigh. Will, pick a number 1 to 4. Four. You are solid. Right in the thigh. Amy, you're not down, but you are hobbled. 7 points of damage. Amy, your turn. 5-second reaction. You got a chair. You're about 8 feet away. And you have a fire poker. It's going to take you at least a turn to get to Will. So he would have another turn before you would be able to attack. Adrenaline's kicking in. All right, what are you going to do with that adrenaline, Amy? By the time it takes you to get 8 feet, he will have reloaded. You got a chair, a limp, and a poker. He has 1 arrow. All right, hang on, Amy. You're 8 feet away. If you stab at him, he gets 1 more turn before you get a chance to stab. Do you want to move within stabbing range of him, is the question. Amy ducks around the corner. You're not running. But you can get into the other room. All right. Will, Amy has went to the room beside the chair. She is around the corner. 5 seconds, Will, your move. Amy, you have 3 health left because he hit you for 7. Will moves up 5 feet. Amy, you're taking bleeding damage. You have now went from 3 life down to 2 life. It is now your turn. Will is 5 feet closer, but still not within range of shooting you. You can't swing at his head. He was 8 feet away. He moved 5 feet towards you. You moved into the other room. You're still about 10 feet away from him, behind the door in the other room. If you charge him, it's going to take you another turn. Okay, so the choice is get into range to attack him, find something to do a ranged attack, or stay in the room. Those are your 3 options. All right. She is charging at you, Will. It's going to take her 2 turns. She is about 5 to 6 feet away. So, Will, she's coming back at you. She's out in range. Your move, 5 seconds, Will. Take out the other thigh. We'll pick a number 1 to 4. Two. He doesn't miss. 5 points of damage. Amy is -3. She took bleeding damage. She is done. I was going to give you a defense multiplier to try to parry it with the poker, but because of your weakness and your damage, Amy has been eliminated. Will the Bill is moving on to the next round. So, on the next round, we've got Hippo in the house. All right, Will. You have 10 seconds. Full health. Okay, Will, you're able to pull one of the bolts out of one thigh. Pick a number, 1 to 5. You pull a bolt out of the other thigh. You have 2. Pick a number, another number, 1 to 5. Three. The first bolt that you shot that missed, If you look through those two doors, there's another window way over there. That bolt went out of the window. You have 2 crossbow bolts. And you are moving on to floor number 3 with 2 bolts. Are we ready to go? All right, Will is moving on to the next floor. And we got Hippo in the house. Will, this is what you see. And obviously, you don't see anything in front of you. Hippo, you have initiative. And I will say, you're in the room over on the left. Hippo, your move. Five-second timer. Hippo is hidden. Will, you now have initiative. Move to the wall by the big opening. I wait. Call out, you want to live or die. Hippo, you hear a voice. It is close to the wall. And you now have an ultimatum. Do you want to live or die? 5-second timer, Hippo. Nothing. Will to Bill, 5-second timer. You're up against the wall. You hear nothing. Timers will get quicker. Other obstacles will come into play the longer you stay pat. Both players wait. Hippo, pick a number 1 to 4. Hippo, you feel a sharp gnawing sensation on your Achilles tendon. Take 2 points of damage. Will, you hear, ah! Hippo, your move. You have 8 hit points. There is a giant, about a foot-long rat that just took a chunk out of your heel. All right, pick a number, 1 to 3. Will, you see a rat come flying at you, and he looks hungry. Just had a nice bite of hippo. He's about 3 feet away from you. He lands right under that light on the left. So he's moving toward. Will the Bill, 5 seconds. Will reaches out, smashes it with the butt of the crossbow. Success. Hippo, you notice shoulders, arms, and hands come around the corner. Within your direct line of sight. Hippo, you've got 5 seconds and 5 throwing stars. Rat is dead. Hippo checks to see if it's a zombie. Will, Hippo looks up to see if you're a zombie. Hippo is now in your line of sight. Will the Bill, you have 5 seconds and 2 crossbow bolts. Love your idea, Matt. Shoot for the head. Pick a number 1 to 5, Will. Four. It is a crit. You hit him right in the right eye. He looked like Denise. 7 points of damage. Hippo, you have an arrow through your right eye. You have 5 throwing stars. Will the Bill is 10 feet away from you in your direct sight. You've got 5 seconds. One throwing star to the leg. Will, wait, now you can't tell me what Will does. Hippo throws through 2 throwing stars. Because you only have one eye, yeah. Will, you see a slow motion throwing star going toward the ceiling, and then you see another one going toward the right. Hippo, you take bleeding damage the next round. You are gone. Those stars should have came out much, much quicker when you had your first shot. Hippo is out. Will the Bill, you are moving on to the next floor. Will, 7 seconds. Will is taking his bolt. Pick a number 1 to 4. Your bolt broke off in his head. You have 1 crossbow bolt, and you were able to collect 5 throwing stars. Before you go to the next floor, which weapon are you going to equip? You cannot equip both. The crossbow with 1 bolt or the 5 throwing stars. You can take the crossbow, but up to you whether or not you want to use it as your first line of defense. Five-second timer, and then we're moving Will up to the next floor. Okay, you have the crossbow. It's around your shoulder, and you have the stars in your hand. All right, Will is moving on to floor number 4. So, Will, as you go up to this floor, floor number, your next floor. There are stairs in front of you. Brandon, you are in the room to the left. I would safely say you're on one side of that door against the wall, within 10 feet of Will the Bill with 2 hatchets. Brandon, I throw 1 out at him and say, you killed my girls. You have 1 choice, death. Brandon, pick a number 1 to 4. 2. Brandon comes around the corner like Daryl Dixon, has the axe, double throws it, just like Daryl trying to knock that tree over. A 2 is the only number. You had a 75% chance to crit Will, and a 2. The hatchet whizzed by Will's head. A miss. It's stuck on the wall behind Will. Will, you have 5 seconds. It was a good move and a very good chance to hit. Unfortunately, 25% chance. You still have a hatchet. Will grabs the axe. So Will turns his back and goes to pull the axe out of the wall. Will, pick a number 1 to 3. Will goes to pull the axe, and it's pretty lodged in there. He's trying to pry it out of the wall. Brandon, you've got Will against the same wall trying to pull the hatchet out, and you've got another hatchet. He's about 10 feet away. Brandon charges to attack. Now, because he turned away, you are charging, you get within 5 feet. Will, the axe is still lodged. Brandon's charging at you with an axe. 5 seconds, what do you do? Quick timer. Will turns to fight with 5 throwing stars in his hand. Brandon, your move. You are within attacking range. Slide and go for the legs. Brandon slides down and swings the axe. Pick a number 1 to 4, Brandon. Three. Will, I need 3 seconds. I need to know your reaction time. Brandon slides at you, swings at your leg. What's your move? Jump up. Will goes to jump. Brandon, you got a direct hit with the axe right across the ankle. Boy, we're ankles tonight. Six points of damage. I mean, it looks bad, Will. It looks like half your ankle just came off. And you do fall on top of him. Throwing stars in hand. Will, your move. Will is at 3. Brandon still at 10. Palm a star and shove it into his neck right at the jugular. Will, pick a number 1 to 5. Four hits. Brandon, I'm going to give you one chance to defend it. Otherwise, it's a crit. Pick a number 1 to 3. You don't block. You had a 50% chance to block, actually. Will crits, and a crit is going to take double damage. It is a 5. Will has done 10 points of damage with a throwing star. And one shot Brandon to the neck. Brandon is out. All right. We have flip-flopped Sherilyn Tuck. Sherilyn, you are now on the 5th floor. Will, you have 5 seconds to prepare before you go up to the 5th floor. Emmy's going to come back as a walker. You do hear some sounds coming from the lower floors, Will. Will, you are able to take one axe, the other axe is lodged in the wall, and you just cannot seem to get it out of the wall. So, Will, you have an axe through your belt loop. 5 throwing stars, one with a lot of blood on it, and a crossbow with 1 bolt. And your weapon is throwing stars. And you are moving up to the next floor. Sherilyn, you have a 999 Army shirt, a lighter, and some lighter fluid. Your move. All health resets from one level to the next. Brandon asked a good question. How's he walking? Completely reset in PvP once the battle's over. Can I get a 5-second timer for Cherlin? Yeah, Brandon, that was a pretty rough crit. If he wouldn't have crit at close range, he had one turn left and he was done. It was that close. All right, Will the Bill, you hear a mirror breaking, and it is right directly in your sight. Cherlin turns to the side, breaks the mirror, which is bad luck, to try to get something sharp. Will the Bill, 5 seconds. You see Cherlin through the door with her back turned. Well, to the side, not necessarily with her back turned. Open shot, but I still ask, stop. You will die here. Live or die. So, Cherlin, you have a piece of glass, a shirt, a lighter, and lighter fluid, and Will the Bill within 10 to 12 feet. Five-second timer for Cherlin, please. She says, leave me alone if you want to live. Will, your move. We have a standoff between Cherlin and Will, a battle of words. She says, I will go down fighting, but I'm going to pass on a couple of my turns and give you a couple warnings. Will, your turn. 3-second timer, Will. Will throws 2 throwing stars, back to back, double shot. Will, pick a number, 1 to 5. Cheryl's telling you missed even before we get the die rolls. It's like, we'll find out. First one hits. Pick a number. 1 to 6. Second one hits as well. Cherlin, pick a number 1 to 3. A 1. All right, let's go back and play back that episode again. So Will comes up and says, stop. Sherilyn turns around, faces Will at about 10 to 12 feet and says, yes, I want to live. I will go down. Fight! And takes a star right through the jaw. 5 points of damage on the first hit. The second one, in the shoulder. 3 points of damage. Sherilyn, you are at 2 points of life. You have lighter fluid, a lighter, a piece of mirror, and a 999 shirt. And 2 points of life. Your move. Three-second timer. I love it. I'm throwing fuel-filled cloth balls at him, charging while he's distracted. All right. Will, I want to paint this visual for you. She's got a throwing star through the jaw, one in the shoulder. She's running at you, squirting lighter fluid. She's now about 5 to 6 feet away. It's your move, Will. Three seconds. Will palms another star and lunges the 5 feet. He is within distance. Pick a number 1 to 4, Will. He hits. 3 points of damage. Sherilyn is gone. Will, 5 seconds to move to the next floor. A lot of zombies out there. Well done. Will signs the shirt. Very good. Will was here. All right. Will is moving up to the next floor. Will is gone, and Going up to 7. Will currently has 1 hatchet, 1 crossbow bolt, and 3 throwing stars as he moves up to floor number 6. And we got Deborah Cox in the house. Deborah. Wait, I'm sorry. Tommy. We got Man Bun McCandless. My bad, everybody. Man Bun McCandless. Sorry, Deborah. Getting too anxious here. Tommy, you got 3 bags of sand. And you are in this room a little ways on the other side of the door in front of us. All right, Man Bun, your move. Three seconds. Tommy grabs 2 handfuls of sand. Will, your move. 5 seconds. Will is hiding behind the column. Tommy, you have 2 handfuls of sand. You are about 13 feet away on the other side of that door. Will is behind the column. Your move. And throw 1 in the opposite direction. Okay? And go the other way. What, Tommy, which way are you going? I'm very confused about your strategy here. Will's behind the column. You're 13 feet away. I'm going to need you to repeat that. I'm a little confused about your strategy. Three seconds. Throw the sand to the left and go to the right and hit Will in the eyes. All right. Will, from the column, you see sand in front of you, and then you see Tommy running towards you. 5 feet away. Will, you're behind the column. Your move. Tommy is charging you. It's going to take him a turn to get there. Three seconds. Will goes beast mode and charges also. Will, pick a number 1 to 3. Oh boy, the luck might have just ran out. Will, you can blink. But you didn't. Tommy hits with the sand. As Will was charging, Tommy was throwing. This is what Will sees. Tommy, you get 2 turns. Turn number 1, Will is completely blind. Five seconds. Punches him dead between the eyes. Pick a number 1 to 5. You could have done double damage. You don't. You punch him really hard. 2 points of damage to Will. Will is at 8 life. You're still at 10. You have 1 more attack before Will gets his vision back. What's your second attack, Tommy? 4-second timer. And I'm going to strictly hold to this 4-second timer. If you don't make your move in 4 seconds, Will get the next turn. 4 seconds starting right now. Goes for a midsection shot. And you hit. 2 more points of damage. Will is at 6, and Will is dazed. Will, your move. Four-second timer, Will. Go after the man buns. Oh, wow. Solid shot to the man buns. 3 points of damage. Tommy, your move. Will is at 6. You are at 7. 4-second timer, Tommy. Tommy puts him in a headlock. Headlock is worth 1 point of damage. Will, you're at 5. Will, your move. 5 seconds. The punch is about to go through. It depends on what Will's defense move is, Tommy. I'll give you the follow-up action. Will works down and tries to bite the arm. Tommy, your punch does go through. 2 more points of damage. Will is at 3. Will gets the bite off on the arm. Tommy, 3 points of damage. Tommy, it is your move. Will is at 3. You are at 4. 3-second timer. I need something quick. Tommy, you're bleeding from the arm. Will, you've taken 2 shots square on the nose. You're bleeding from the nose. Tommy goes for the body slam. Tommy is successful in picking Will up. Will, it is your move. Tommy has you suspended in air. 3-second timer, Will. All right, Will, I need your action. Spit blood in his eyes. Tommy is blind. And he drops Will the bill. Tommy, pick a number. 1 to 3. It is a 3, and it is an absolute crit shot. Will falls face first onto the floor, doing exactly 3 points of damage. Tommy has eliminated Will the Bill with some hand-to-hand grappling WrestleMania moves. Will, great job getting up to this floor. Tommy was blinded and had his best move of the night, which was dropping Will the Bill. I agree, Matt. I think the throat punch might have been a little bit better move, because at least with the throat punch, he might have taken out Tommy and possibly even fell on top of him. Tommy, you have 10 seconds to get ready for the last floor. And Deborah Cox, it's time to get ready. Tommy, you have 2 throwing stars, a hatchet, and a crossbow. Deborah, you have a bag of marbles. Deborah, you are over on the left side of this room where the pallets are stacked on the left side. Tommy, you just walked into the room. Deborah, it's your move with your bag of marbles. Five-second timer for Deborah. He is there. That's Tommy's viewpoint. That's his vantage point. He is through the door. All right, Deborah, what's your move? Divided the marbles up into 2 socks. And is waiting. Tommy, your move. Five seconds, Tommy. You hear a noise over behind the pallets. You don't see anything. 3 seconds. Tommy throws both throwing stars. Pick a number 1 to 5, Tommy. A 4. Tommy is amazing with the throwing stars. He managed to throw those stars and stuck both of them in the pallet right in front of Deborah. Deborah, there are 2 throwing stars about 6 inches away from where you were hiding behind the pallets. Deborah, it's your move. Five-second timer. Deborah grabs both the throwing stars. Tommy, your move. 5 seconds, Tommy. Tommy is going to shoot the crossbow. Tommy, pick a number 1 to 5. 3. Once again, Tommy is a dead eye. Perfect shot on the pallet that Deborah is still hiding behind. Deborah, now there is a crossbow bolt stuck into the pallet. Tommy has no bolts, no stars, still has a hatchet. Deborah, it's your move. You have 2 bags of marbles and 2 throwing stars, and Tommy about 15 feet away from you, completely exposed out in the open. Five-second timer. Pick up a pallet and run towards... Hold on. Pick up a pallet and run towards him. Shove the end of the arrow into the chest and beat him in the head with a marble. Whoa! That is hardcore. Okay. All right. Deborah is picking up the pallet and running at you full speed with a pallet. Tommy, you see a... Yeah. Tommy, your move. I would say shock is probably going to be the first thing. 3-second timer, Tommy. Reaction time. This is going to go quick. 3, 2, 1. Surprise move. Move to the left. All right. Tommy, pick a number 1 to 4. You're hit. Deborah, pick a number 1 to 4. Three. You are impaled by the arrow. Tommy, you take a shot right in the spleen with the side of the crossbow bolt that was sticking out. Double damage. You take 6 points of damage and you are bleeding. Deborah, you have a follow-up move. Are you going to continue with your bag of marbles to the face? Tommy is at 4. Kick him in the spinach. Oh boy, this is insult to injury. 2 points of damage, 1 point of bleed damage. Tommy, you are at 1. You have 1 move left, Tommy. It is your move. I'm going to give you a 5-second timer. You got to be right on 5 seconds. You're going to bleed out next turn if you don't crit. and you are impaled by a pallet with an arrow. Throw the hatchet at the head hard. That is exactly the move that you had to make. All right. Pick a number 1 to 4. You have a 50-50 chance to hit. Remember, this is desperation, so and you did not hit. It needed to be a 3 or a 4. You would have had to hit, then you would have had to crit and do double damage. So it would have taken 3 good die rolls. Tommy bleeds out. Deborah has advanced and finished the entire gauntlet. Deborah is the champion of the Terror Tower. Now, we wouldn't finish the PvP without getting Deborah her prize. So Deborah, your prize is in the next room. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me what you're going to do before you go in the next room. Deborah grabs the weapon and has an axe. Remember, Deborah, there can be only one winner. So as you're walking toward the stairs, you see this shadowy figure. As you go up the stairs, it opens up into this room. 5-second timer, Deborah, before we assign your prize. Grab the covers and hide. Deborah goes to grab the covers. Deborah, as you grab the covers, you turn around and you see this swing. And guess who's holding it? Oh no, it's not Jerry. Oh, Roxanne, you remember. It's Grady. It's not Rasputin. It's Grady. Those of you that were here last week should remember. Oh, and he has an axe to grind. Five-second timer, Deborah. Absolutely, Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne, everybody seeing double? I'm sorry. Bad joke, bad joke. Duck. So he's a little ways away from you. So Grady has a jar with a walker head in it. As Roxanne's picking up the covers, he takes the walker head out and allows it to bite him. What the heck is this guy doing? He bites himself with the walker head. And you see him starting to... He looks like he's about to turn. He opens up a jar and he rubs it over the area where he was just bitten. Takes like half of this stuff out of the jar and rubs it over the wound. So he's turning, but he's not turning. He's angry, and he looks like he just bloodlusted, but he's healing at the same time. Roxanne, pick a number 1 to 3. I'm sorry, Deborah. Sorry, Roxanne, I'm in last week. I'm in last week mode already. Deborah, pick a number 1 to 3. He charges at you with the axe. And hits. You take 6 points of damage. Your move. Hit him in the head with the axe. Pick a number 1 to 3. It is a 2. You are successful. You do 8 points of damage. Pick a number 1 to 3. You miss. Grady hits. Roxanne is knocked unconscious. When she wakes, Grady is gone. And that, everybody, is where we leave it. That was a bonus round. Roxanne, I'm sorry, I keep saying Roxanne. Deborah, sorry. Roxanne, Grady, it gives me nightmares. Deborah, you open a chest. And you have a choice of 5 items. A bow, a katana, a vest, a shield, or a jar of that stuff that Grady had in his hand. You get to choose. Deborah takes the katana. All right. The katana is very, very strong silver. And I'll give you the attributes. It's +2 to hit. So you have your weapon of choice. The next time you come through, you will have a silver katana. I'm going to give you guys some of the other items. It was a light crossbow. It was +1 to hit, +1 damage. It was a Teflon vest. The vest would have been -2 on any damage taken. Would have been nice. A riot shield would have been -2 damage. And the healing salve, a full jar of that would have been 2 applications, would have protected you from apparently any walker bites. So, that greenhouse could be someplace we revisit in the future. Looks like Grady could have actually found a cure. Obviously, he bit himself and he walked away. All right, I'm going to ask the group, tonight's episode, if you would have survived it, which item would you have taken? Would you have taken the light crossbow, the katana, the vest, the shield, or would you have taken the healing salve? I think I would have taken the healing salve too. Only because I've just got a curiosity around that, and somebody might have actually found the cure. Think about the possibilities there. You're with somebody, even if they have a good weapon, that's kind of the way I would use it, right? Somebody has a good weapon, and you're like level 10, they get bit. It's like, hey, I can give you a little bit of this healing stuff, but yeah, let's go ahead and trade that. I just think having additional life creates a good possibility. We're 3 hours and 18 minutes, everybody. I want to say thank you so much for everybody that participated tonight. Sorry, Deborah, I kept calling you Roxanne. It's only because of Grady. Grady just, that dude, man, ever since I saw him, creeps me out. Just want to give special shout outs. First level, William and Emmy, thank you so much. Appreciate your battle early on. Amy, great job to you as well. Brandon, good job stepping in there. Tommy, Hippo, Sherilyn, Deborah Cox, amazing job. Really, really good group. So shout out to everybody. Great job, group number 8. Once again, This is about, when we start doing PDL Live, this is the normal time. So we won't have it kind of joined in with Freestyle Friday. There'll be 2-hour sessions. So you get a great idea of how the hits, the multipliers, the interaction is going to take place. I had an awesome time with you guys, and the participation in that short scope of things, really, really good. So we'll do this again next week. Won't be PvP next week. It's going to be a scenario. If you guys had a good time, do me a favor, hit the like button. Go watch The Walking Dead. Have a good time on AMC Premiere. I will be back here at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about the spoilers and the show. So if I don't see you for the spoiler, I will see everybody for the countdown Sunday night. Hope you guys had a good time. 8 modules so far. A really quick shout out to all the Patreons and all the PDL sponsors. The PDL sponsors, there's a link down below. They go through the Patreon site. It's a special tier. These long modules, the investment, the giveaways, all the things we're going to do are funded and sponsored by the PDL sponsors. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Hopefully you guys are seeing the game really start to take shape. We're having a lot of fun with it. Also, thank you so much to the Green Team. Green Team, absolutely amazing. Shout out to you guys. Will the Bill super chatting it up. I love you guys. I'd die for you guys before I'd kill you. I love the fact that Will kept walking in and basically losing a turn saying, you want to live, you want to die. Don't make me do it. But you guys know in PvP, nobody dies. Everybody just goes back to level 0. So level 0, there is no permanent death in the world of Play Dead Live. There's just a reset for a brand new week. Thank you so much, everybody. Moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kales, and of course, all the super chatters for Freestyle Friday and the super chatters that jumped in and changed the scenarios. And tonight, it was pretty open battle and a lot of good hand-to-hand stuff. I will talk to you all tomorrow or Sunday night. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.